さあ、では、ハーストーリーやっていきましょう。今調べられるものが、あとなんかあったかな。前回は双子であるっていうのが判明して、それが多分物語のすごい根幹な部分だと思うんだよね。で、その映像を見てから、なんか画面上に人間の影が現れたっていうところで、これコンピューターをいじってる人なんじゃないかなっていう話。なおかつ、警察のサイレンも鳴ってたじゃん。それがまた恐ろしいことだ。で、調べるのなんかまだあるかな。ポーツマスが出身なんだっけ？ポーツマスで調べてみるか。あ、ダメだ。前回見たのしかないな。じゃあ、ボブ・ディラン。ボブ・ディランなんだけど、多分中に点がないとダメだな。点で調べようとしたらこれでいいやん。ボブ・ディランの話もこれしか出てこない。フローレンスも特に出てこなかったよね。ポーツマスもなんもない。フローレンスの動画も全部見たと。全部見ちゃったね。あとなんだろう。これ二重検索とかもできるけど、出てこないか。出てこないね。あとなんか知りたいことってなんだろうな。イブで調べてイブ、調べてなかった。
She's a better driver than me. She passed the test for us. I tried to take it and nearly crashed the car. Learned that you can't rely on confidence to get you through everything.
あー、車こすったって言ってたもんな。
She is the shy one. She was especially shy around boys. If Hannah liked a boy, I would have to pursue him. It was that way with Carl. Hannah met him first. She had such a crush. I let him take my virginity after a night that his band had played at. It got difficult. When I was with Carl, we would have sex, but Hannah couldn't let him see she was a virgin. She had lots of excuses.
そういうこと？
After a while, we decided that I should take Hannah's virginity. It's not that different to a bruise, pulling a tooth, a graze. We used a hairbrush.
うわ、えげつな。
After that, we took it in turns, though. I was always the one who
カール
seduced
か。
the boys. Until Simon.
は？どういうこと？カール。カールが初かの？
Was he my first? No need to be so coy. No, he wasn't my first. That would have been Carl. He was a local boy.
地元バンドのメンバ
He was a bit of a shit. But he was sexy.
ー。悪いバンギャだね。
We were 15.
私たち。
No, I was 15. Carl was older.
カール2個上。
17, I think. I was really into him, regardless of how he actually behaved. Lots of drunken teenage sex.
はいはいはいはいはい。
We did it in a church once. Stupid.
バチ当たりだな。
So he got tired of us and we split up after
あ、
about
振っ
6
たのは向
months.
こうからなんだ。
It was sad, but those early experiences, they help you realize who's really important to you, you know? Family.
いや、双子っての知ってるとこで聞くとなんか
Family.
変わってくるな。
So Carl fucked off, and then there were other boys here and there, and then Simon.
なるほど。
Hannah was so smitten with Simon. She started getting jealous.
はあ、はあ、はあ、はあ、はあ、はあ。
Even the first date, we went to see Tom Cruise at the Old Odeon. We both went, kept changing places in the toilet.
やば。
We only had one best dress, so we had to keep swapping clothes. Must have thought we had terrible bladder problems. The next date, it was my turn. At the end, I let him kiss me, but that was it. We didn't want another card on our hands, and the Ouija board had said to hold back. After that, it was Hannah's turn, and she slept with him. Broke the rules. Deliberately broke the rules.
ルール。
She wanted to be the first to sleep with him.
まあ、カールの件もあるんだろうな。
I mean,
あ
she got pregnant from that one time.
ー、なるほど。あー、見える見える。ルールって話が出たな。カールからルール。でもこの二つで双子のルールが暴かれるんだろうけど、これはなんかあるルール。
Okay. She's being chased. They're trying to catch her because
彼女は追われ
she
て
did
る？
something bad. I guess she broke the rules. Or maybe they think she did something bad. Maybe it wasn't her fault. She looks scared, not guilty. Maybe it was mistaken identity. Did they catch her there? I don't know.
あ？
Just became our way of life.
はいはいはいはい。
We would swap places and take it in turns to do
話聞いてりゃここら辺はわかるよ
We
ね。
were very careful. Whoever had been out that day would come back and write it
なるほど。これが記憶の共有か。
We were on the same page.
ああ、同じこと言ってる。
We had a list of rules that said what we
あー。
could and couldn't do in any given situation. It was exhaustive. We lived
いや、
to
そうだよな。
rules for things that could only ever happen inside our imaginations. We would consider all the permutations of future events and agree rules to walk our way through them.
ルールの内容は？これさっきルールを破ってって話だったけど。
It lasted about 6 months. I tried to carry on, but everything was different. Hannah insisted I not pretend to be her
はいはいはいはいはい。
let alone sleep with him. We didn't share him like the others. The rules had changed. Me living in the attic had become weird in a way it hadn't been.
ずっと屋根裏に住んでたんだ。屋根裏って結構キーワードだな。
Yes. I inherited it from my parents, so it made sense to move back. Me and Simon. Felt like going back to old ways before the pregnancy. Reminded me of being a girl, a dollhouse in the attic, old things. We didn't sleep in my parents' bedroom for a long time. We decorated it as soon as we moved in, but it was another year before we started sleeping there. Yes, I read a lot as a child and watched lots of TV. Then the doll's house we had, we still have in the attic. It's kind of a fairy castle. We used to play out there and make up our own stories. Could the hairs have come from somewhere else? I mean, could they... We have a lot of dolls in the attic. There's a Rapunzel doll with long blonde hair. Could they have come from there?
特に重要な要素はないな。
I'm not sure where the dollhouse came from. I don't know if it was given to them or they inherited it. I mean, they wouldn't have had the money to buy it. It was so huge. It must have been taken up to the attic in parts and then reassembled up there. It's a beautiful thing. Wallpaper to scale, little furniture, the lights work, mirrors, beds, Duvets and pillows. We spent hours and hours playing in it, invented all these characters and families who lived there. We wrote paperwork for them all, passports, diaries, and gave them all really elaborate stories. Once, a moth got trapped in there. We'd left a light on. It was making the most horrendous noise. We tried to kill it, but it was tough. We ended up crushing it under a copy of the Arabian Nights.
あんま関係なかったな。いや、出てこない。屋根裏って調べたときにまだ11件出てきたから、他にもなんか大事な要素あると思うんだよね。花。例えば花。あ、結構出てきた。
Mum and Dad had never had any reason to notice. They were always busy. If Hannah was eating a lot, they didn't mind. She didn't put on any weight. That girl has a healthy appetite. If they heard us talking in the attic, they just thought it was Hannah playing one of her games. And that Eve was her imaginary friend.
実際には本当にイブはいたんだけどね。
Once, she was already up and dressed and ready to go to school, and I snuck down for a piss. Mum saw me in my underwear and she went mad. Get dressed this instant! So I ducked into our bedroom, and seconds later, out came Hannah, dressed and ready. My mum was amazed.
そりゃそうだ。でも違和感は感じなかったんだね、お母さん。
No. The parents decided there would be a wedding. And after the wedding, Hannah moved in with his parents. There was no way I could follow.
あー、なるほ
We were
ど。
separated.
途中引っ越したんだ。
I stayed in the attic.
え、残った
It
屋
was
根裏に
hard. It's like I suddenly didn't exist.
飯どうすんの
I would sneak out, but in case anyone recognized me, I started wearing a wig. Hannah and I would meet up in the park.
あ
I
ー、
was trying to get pregnant. But I couldn't. I mean, I couldn't do it with anyone we knew, so it was sex with strangers.
うえ
Drunk guys I'd met in clubs, parks and alleyways. I was 17.
重っ。
It felt like I was being punished.
そりゃそうだよな。
But it was Hannah who had betrayed us. I had to stop when one of the guys gave me an
Ua.
STD. When we met up, it was disturbing. For the first time, my reflection, she didn't look like me.
幸せな花と
Flushed.
不幸を全部背負ったイブ
Everything
だ
else
ね。
got skinnier. I don't know how to look sometimes. We talked about what to do. Was it time to become our own people? I mean, that seemed like the right thing to do, but neither of us wanted it.
もう共依存してんだ。
We agreed that her and Simon would get their own place as soon as possible, and then I could move in. And that was the plan.
あー、ほうほうほうほうほう。あ、また顔映った。しかも警察に追われてるから結構後半だろう。
The legal stuff was completed very quickly. Hannah moved back in with Simon.
あ、元々の家に引っ越してきたんだな。
To help with the move. He decorated, modernized wallpaper curtains. Hannah insists the attic be left as it was. Dollhouse and all.
うわ、
Simon never went up there.
じゃあ部屋も汚いまんまってことか。レイショ出てこない。これがこの話の結末よとかないかな。